I think the role of design in addressing rebound effects is to treat the cause rather than treat the symptom. I think if we want to achieve sustainability gains, then we need to start thinking in advance and thinking before the problem actually materializes.
I think design has an enormous role in addressing rebound effects. Any good designer should think all of the eventualities of the product or the service or the system that they're designing, any eventualities right up at the beginning. It's often stated, and I state it myself a lot, that the very early phases of design are really, really the most important, because it's there where we have the freedom to make the choices and the decisions, but it's also there where we lock in absolutely most of the features, the functionalities, and the whole ways in which our products and systems are going to function later on when they actually become released as products or solutions of some type or other. So design actually has often very little attention, often very little budget if you compare it to a production system, but an enormous effect on, or deciding effect on, the way in which a product or a system locks in some of the possibilities that we have to get out of the product that we're creating. So that's why design and designers have a duty to think rebound effects, and they have a duty to think about cost, they have a duty to think about quality, they have a duty to think about environmental decisions and a whole bunch of other considerations. And the next duty that I think we're coming to a recognition about is that rebound effects is also a duty to think what could go wrong. And any good designer thinks about the eventualities of the potential failure modes, as we often call them. And I think the rebound effects are sort of slightly more complex failure modes that we should think about, not in the product, but in the product's usage, not in the system, but in the way in which the system is interacting with the stakeholders.
I truly believe that design has a really key role in addressing rebound effects, because it's in the early phases of design where we define most of the characteristics of a product, not only in terms of material or energy efficiency, but also in relation to how you interface with users during the entire use phase, but also in the end of life. And this is exactly in those moments where the rebound effects emerge, and therefore where we can tackle them and prevent them before they happen.